So let me ask you a question starting off. So how do you know when you're ready to fundraise?
Yeah, so there's a couple things that go into it. You definitely want to know, there's your side and then there's the investor's side, because you need them both to line up. On your side, you should know what you're going to spend the money on. And I know that that sounds kind of simple, but you'd be surprised how many people walk into an investor's office and ask for like hundreds of thousands or maybe even millions of dollars and don't actually know exactly where that money is going.
And as an investor, that's a baseline question we always ask is, what's this money going to use and what's it going to turn into, right?
Yep. And it implies that you don't really know where it's going. And that's, of course, a huge red flag for them. You're going to want to make sure that you actually are going to get a good return on that investment too. Nothing is worse than, it's going to be hard to raise the money to begin with, but once you raise it and you spend it all and you don't actually have the business outcomes that you were hoping to gain. So that makes it even harder to raise money the next time. So even though you kind of really have that urge to get that round closed and get that money in the door, many startups have failed from getting too much money too fast.
Yeah.
Not as much as have failed from not having the money, of course. But
Well, when you've got money burning a hole in your pocket, you want to spend it quickly, right?
Yep.
So
Exactly. And if you don't spend it quickly, the investors are like, why'd you take it from me then? Why'd you raise it so early if you didn't need it? So definitely do a lot of thinking on your side, on your company, on your idea. Where is it really going to go? And if you don't need $1 million, if you just need 100K or 200K, then maybe start there and then get the rest later. But just as important is the investor side, because remember, they're not investing in you purely out of altruism, right? Like they're expecting a return. Like you need to be
not
building.
at all out of altruism.
Yeah,
We're looking
exactly.
for returns, right? Yeah.
So having a very clear idea of how they're going to make their money back and really understanding how much money they want to make back. I mean, I was surprised realizing just how big an investor expects a founder to build a company for them to get a return that's exciting. You know, if they're looking for you to build $1 billion company, but your business plan only gets you to 50 million.
Or the market size is only 300 million.
Yeah, right. Then there might not be a fit there. So there are investors who do want to invest in those kinds of smaller markets, but you don't want to spend your time and their time pitching somebody who needs $1 billion company when you don't want to build